Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name's Shelly, and in today's video we're going to be choosing my April TBR, well, a number generator will. This is the first time I'm doing this, so bear with me if we come across some challenges. A number generator is going to pick my TBR for this month. I think I'm going to do 7 books. I don't want to aim too low or too high, so I think 7's like a good middle ground, and it's also my lucky number. So there's a little bit of a twist with this. So I made these 2 tables on my Notion, and on the left here there's a physical TBR, and on the right there's TBR prompts. So there's 30 in each. So 30 books for my physical TBR and then 30 prompts. I feel like this is gonna make it more of a fun process with the prompts, so I decided to add that in. And then I have this like wheel thing that will spin and see if we have books we can choose for my physical TBR or my TBR prompts. TBR and then TBR prompts. Okay, I can't spell for the life of me. Okay, and then we're gonna spin this 7 times so that we know which table to kind of pick from. And then I'm also gonna write it down on my iPad what we get. I think I'm gonna just do all this and then go to picking the books. Okay, so let's do the first spin. What are we gonna get? Okay, we got physical TBR first. I thought that was gonna be a TBR prompt. And then second one. Is it gonna be a prompt? Yeah. Our second one is a TBR prompt. Okay, next spin. Oh, it's gonna be a prompt again. I feel like it's gonna be mostly the TBR prompts, which is gonna be fun, so we'll see. Okay, physical TBR. We'll go on the 5th one. And the 6th. Oh, we have another prompt. Oh, it's another TBR prompt. Okay, so we have 2 physical TBRs and then 5 TBR prompts. That's gonna be fun. Okay, so now I just searched up a number generator on Google, and this is the first one that popped up. We're gonna make the max 30 because there's 30 prompts on each table, and then we're just gonna generate the number. The first one is 22. Second one is 28. Third one is 20. The 4th one is 15. The 5th one is 11. The 6th one is 26. And the 7th one is 20. So we got all the numbers and everything that we need, and now we're going back to the tables. So the first one is on my physical TBR number 22, and that is The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. The second one is a TBR prompt number 28, and that is a book set in an alternate universe, so maybe like a fantasy? I'm not sure. Let's just highlight these. Is there a way to highlight them? I'm just gonna make it bold. Same with The Love Hypothesis. Okay, and then the third one is a TBR prompt again, number 20, and it's a hardback book. The 4th one is a physical TBR, number 15, and that is One of Us is Lying by Kieran M. McManus. The 5th one is a TBR prompt again, number 11, and it is a book with a 1-word title. Interesting. And then the 6th one is also a TBR prompt, number 26, and that is a book that I think is going to be a 5 stars. Okay, that's gonna be a hard one. And then the 7th one is a TBR prompt number 20. Wait, I have 2 20s. I guess we'll have to respin. Was it a 20? Wait, let me check. Yeah, it was a 20. So let's go back on the number generator and generate one more number. Okay, I got number 27. So that's gonna be a book with a blue cover. That's interesting. Okay, so I got all my prompts and books that I have for this month. So let's go outside because my books are in the living room. I don't have a bookshelf yet, so I'm just keeping them in the living room. So let's go over there. This is where my books are all situated at the moment. Like I said, I don't have a bookshelf yet, but I'm moving out of this place at the end of the month, so hopefully the next place I can get one. We'll see, I'm not sure, but I'm excited. So the first one was on the physical TBR side, number 22, and that is The Love Hypothesis. Here it is. This has been on my TBR for a really long time now, but I just haven't gotten to it, so maybe this month. I don't know a lot about this book. It says in the back, when a fake relationship between scientists meets the irresistible force of attraction, it throws one woman's carefully calculated theories on love into chaos. So I think this is like an adult romance between a third-year PhD candidate, Olive Smith, and a professor named Adam Carlson. I guess they fake date. But yeah, I'm excited. This is gonna be my first Ali Hazelwood book. Let's move on. The second one was a TBR prompt, number 28. It says a book set in an alternate universe. So I'm guessing like a fantasy? I don't know. Okay, so I have 3 options for that TBR prompt. The first one is the second book in the Shatter Me series, Unravel Me, and it just continues the story of Juliet, who has like a lethal touch. And then the next book is Legendary, which is the second book in the Caravel series, so this is like in a magical world, so that could work. And then the next one is Throne of Glass. I want this in my April TBR because I just want to read this series and get through it because it's a very loved series. I think I'm gonna choose Throne of Glass because I've been wanting to read this series for such a long time, so that could be our second book. The third one is a TBR prompt, number 20, which is a hardback. I think I'm gonna go with Legendary because I also want to read the series so I can read the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, and the last book was like okay for me, and people said that this book was better than the first, so I'm gonna add this to the TBR. The next one is physical TBR number 15, and that is One of Us is Lying. Okay, I found the book. I heard a lot about this book. Apparently, from what I've heard, is it's about a group of high school students who are in detention, and during that time in detention, someone is killed and murdered, and they don't know who it is, and everyone that was in that detention room is now a suspect. So that's gonna be interesting, and it fits with the video that I may or may not be filming this month. Okay, so let's go on to the next book. So the 5th book is a TBR prompt, number 11, and that is a book with a 1-word title. I got 2 books to choose from. The first one is Icebreaker, and this was really popular on Book Talk, like I think last summer. And then the next one, I think this is the next one in the Chestnut Spring series, and it's Heartless by Elsie Silver. This one is about Cade, the older brother in the first book, and it's like a single parent trope. I think I'm leaning towards Heartless more because I really loved Flawless, and I'm so excited to read about Cade, the older brother, because in the first book he kind of like gives this like grumpy guy vibe, and I feel like there's more to him, and he's just like a soft guy in the inside. So I think we're gonna add that into our TBR pile. So the 6th book is also a TBR prompt, a book that I think is going to be a 5-star. Guys, this is gonna be hard. I'm gonna be right back to think this over in my head. Okay, so I have my 2 choices here. They're both romance. I don't know why I have like so much more romance books than I have any other genres, but the first one is Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. I recently read one of her other books and I absolutely loved it. I rated it 5 stars. I think this might be a good book that I think I'll give us 5 stars because I already know I like her writing and I like how she tells her story. Okay, the next option is Daisy Hates by Jess Hastings. I also recently read Magnolia Parks by her, which is the first book in the series, and I rated it 5 stars. Like, I absolutely loved it. So thought this would be like another good choice that I think I'd give 5 stars, because I read a lot of people didn't like Magnolia Parks but like this one better. These are two very different books. Like this one is like, I think, a cozy love story, and this one is another like toxic and controversial love story. Don't know what I'm feeling. I don't know. I think I'm gonna choose Daisy Hates, and this one is about Daisy and Christian's love story, which we saw in the first book, and about Julian as well. And everyone's crazy about Julian, and I just want to know what the hype is all about. So I'm gonna add this to the TBR pile. Our final book is also a TBR pile, a book with a blue cover. I have so many books with blue covers. I think so far I have 4 books with a blue cover in my April TBR right now. I think I've narrowed it down to 1 because my other options were romances, and I already have quite a bit of romances on my pile right now. So the book that I chose is Unravel Me, which is the second book in the Shatter Me series, like I said, because I wanted more of a variety in the genres this month. These are the books that I have chosen to be on my April TBR. The Love Hypothesis, A Throne of Glass, A Legendary, One of Us is Lying, Heartless, Daisy Hates. I have high hopes for this. Unravel Me. 5 out of the 7 books that we chose this month have a blue cover. That's just funny. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys in this video. This is, like I said, my first time doing this, and if you enjoyed it, let me know. It was really fun to film this. It's something different. I can't for the life of me choose what books to read next because there's just endless choices out there, and this also lets me stick to my physical TBR because I feel like every time I go out and see a bookstore, I have to go in and buy something. So anyways, if you stayed this long in the video, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you want more videos like this. I do have some videos that I pre-filmed last month, so you might see those first before you see me read these books, but I will try to read these all in the month of April. I am busy this month because I have finals and I'm also moving out and moving into my new place, so hopefully I get through these. Sorry for rambling on. I'm gonna go now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe down below. Thank you guys. Bye.